Hi viewers, welcome to another interesting episode of my story talk show where we talk about stories that inspire and motivate others. In today's discussion, I'm joined by two amazing guests, which is Mr. Chinyamba and Madam Catherine. Mr. Chinyamba, sir, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Mary?
Kindly tell us a bit about yourself. I know my viewers are so curious about knowing you.
Wow. Okay. My name's Chinyemba Douglas Maseka. I'm a student pursuing marketing.
All right, thank you very much. Madam Catherine, tell us more about yourself.
All right, thank you, Mary. My name is Catherine Bolola Stumbeko, a student at Chilimbana University pursuing Bachelor's of Home Economics with Education.
Wow, that's interesting. Hey viewers, so today we'll be talking about semester marriages. But before we dig into the main things and factors that we'll be talking about, let's take a look at the things or the opinions of people on the street. Hi guys, we are now in the streets and wants to know more about semester marriages, how students view them. So, Sai, can kindly introduce yourself?
My name is Kangwa Binwo.
Okay, that's good. My question is, what do you understand by the term semester marriages? So, have you ever heard about semester marriages?
Hmm. Not really, but I think I have an idea of what semester marriage is. Semester marriage is a situation where maybe, let's talk of you students in the university, where they get to act as though they are married, in actual sense they are not. They just met at that point.
Or in short, cohabitation in
Yes,
universities?
cohabiting in universities.
Okay, so do you think it has any challenges or negative impacts on both those people involved in the semester marriage?
For me, it can be 50-50. Yes. I'll start on the negative side. On the negative side, it can be time consuming because you see, me as a guy, I wouldn't want to start washing for myself if I think I have a wife.
In
So
school?
automatically, yes, automatically it is going to be the wife that is going to be washing for me. So meaning the time she's washing for me I'm studying maybe, and her she's not studying. So you discover at the end of the day, her results or the GPA will be low, and my GPA will be high because I'll be so reluctant to say she'll do things for me, and my duty is just to study now.
So in short, the high burden is on the lady part, not the gentleman, because most of the chores will be done by the lady.
Uh, Even the lady would need something from a man, so that means the man has to provide. So even him will be pressured to look for money and to sponsor the wife. So that's how it works. So everyone is going to have a burden in some way or one way or the other.
Okay, so what's your piece of advice to those who are in semester marriages and those who are planning to get into semester marriages?
Okay, so for me, what I would say is you have to know yourself one, because you discovered some of us maybe we are meant, our fate is here of marriage. I can just marry from here. Maybe it's my destiny to find a wife. So it starts with you. You have to know yourself, know your weaknesses. If you can't manage, just cut it off. It's a long course that you can take, and it can land you into problems. It's the same as you're taking integration as a course. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Welcome back, viewers. We are still on the topic about semester marriages. Mr. Douglas, what do you understand by the term semester marriages?
All right. So this is a cohabitation where students get to live together and share things together. They assume as if it's a married couple actually.
The married couple in campus. So,
Yes.
in short, it's just the other term that people in campus use apart from cohabitation. Because even like outside schools, they call it cohabitation. So, in school, it has another term like semester marriages, but it's one and the same thing. Where
Yeah,
people are not aware about it.
exactly. Because in school, that's like it's a indoor thing, so it's not an outside thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I find most students, where he or she comes by the room, they share, bring stuff, they eat together at the same time. So yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Madam Catherine, what do you understand by the term semester marriages?
Or like he simply said it's cohabitation, where two individuals are sharing quarters, living quarters together. So now you find to say, as they are sharing quarters, they have a whole lot of different things that they're doing at that moment, which is could be being sexually active with each other, because you've seen to say these people are a couple at this moment. So now they feel they are married to each other.
They are married in campus.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever engaged yourself in semester marriages? And what could have caused that?
No, actually I haven't. And why I haven't? Because mostly we've seen the challenges and the causes that are there. And with me, I can't say I've been trying to be one of the causes, to say I've seen causes that can lead me to being in one. So that's why I would say I've never been in one, because I've never seen a situation where I want to be in it.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Mr. Douglas, have you ever been in semester marriages, or have you ever witnessed any couple who are in semester marriage?
Firstly, I haven't, but I have witnessed a couple. Yeah, I've witnessed a couple where I was able to see. Actually, that was one of my former roommates.
Mm,
Yeah, so the girl should come to the room. She would bring food. The guy would eat actually.
every
Yeah,
day.
every day. Then on the weekends, my roommate would take the clothes by the girls' hostels on washing. Yeah,
Oh,
so I have witnessed, but I personally I haven't participated in same-sex marriages, Mary.
oh, that's interesting. So it's now more just like a couple where people are even sharing responsibilities.
Exactly, because as men, automatically you want a woman who's cooking for you. While you're coming from class, you're tired, you just call her, no, bring me food. She would bring. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Madam Catherine, what are some of the challenges that are being faced in semester marriages?
Well, actually, the challenges are a lot. We'll talk of a few. I'll state one, which is something that's time consuming. You find to say this person is supposed to be in class, or maybe supposed to be studying, but they are
Yes,
busy preparing food, or maybe trying to reach the daily needs of a person,
the
the
other,
spouse as
yes,
they call themselves. So you find to say it's time consuming, which can lead them to a lot of effects, because you find to say with the time you find challenges of someone dropping out of school because their results went bad, and it being an institution, some students are on on loans,
they're
bursary.
being
So yeah,
sponsored.
they are sponsors. So it's very difficult for those people if they involve themselves in such, because you find to say the institutions are set standards where they have to reach a certain set,
They're
yeah,
supposed
a
to
set
meet some
limit where,
certain
yes.
requirements.
So now you find to say this person hasn't reached those requirements, and then if they can't repeat a year or a course or a semester, whichever it is,
Yes.
you find to say these people will be withdrawn from the university.
Oh, yeah. So actually, they now miss the opportunity of being at the university.
Yes, because now that will be another thing. Someone will go home and they'll be in society.
Yeah.
Mr. Chinyamba, do you have any points that you can add on the challenges that are being faced in semester marriages?
My sister, here, I think she has,
Has
yeah,
already said
tackled, yeah, all the
everything.
points. So I would say, nah, I don't have any points I can add up on that.
Right. Or like looking at our traditional African tradition and what we believe in, what do you mostly our parents they really want to know what's going on in our lives, and mostly when we talk of marriages, it's something we're supposed to be legal and they are supposed to be aware about it. What could be their reaction if they happen to know that the child whom they took at school has now engaged him or her in same-sex marriages? What could be their reaction?
Wow, that's a powerful question, huh? Yeah, automatically, that's going to be like a downfall about the parents, because for them they know, like, okay, my daughter or my son, they're in school, they are doing the best, but now once they find out, automatically that's going to be like a downfall, disappointment to the family,
Yes,
because not only that, even to the name,
the name
you
of
know,
the legacy
is
that the family has, even just the person, him or herself, I think it's also a downfall.
exactly, because what happens, you feel as if like the whole world is dropping on you, huh? So for them, that energy they had to push for it to be in that institution, like a disappointment, because automatically, okay, they'll be like, okay, since you want to get married,
Mm.
go on, do your best. And marriage is not an easy thing where you just wake up, no, I won't get married, no,
Mm.
because automatically once you have a child, you'll be the three of you, so there'll be
The
so many
father, the
expenses.
mother, and the child.
Exactly,
Yes.
Mary. So just issue of the downfall in the family actually.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. People are suffering. Those are in same marriages.
Too much.
I don't see myself being in that situation.
Yeah.
Madam Catherine, do you have any addition on the parents' reaction upon seeing their girl child or boy child being engaged in same marriages?
Actually, yes. You find to say we've got different parents
Mm,
with different backgrounds. We've got the traditional parents, the
yes,
modern parents
yes, the
with
modern
this
parents.
era, yes. Those who try to adopt the Western culture to come into our traditional lives. So you find to say there are some parents who've got expectations for their children. You know, they set expectations to say, okay, I want you to go and do law,
Mm-hmm.
and then here you are, you go and get married. They don't know. And now the thing is, there are also disadvantages to them not knowing because you may be sick, you end up dying. You know, all those are things that will uh, bring disappointment to your
To the down,
parents.
yeah.
Yeah, like a shame. It's a shame actually to some parents. Most parents actually, they just don't want to bring out on the open or on the surface to say it's like this or it's like that. But you find to say they become disappointed. They even lose trust in you. So now here is them losing trust. If they had wanted you to get married, obviously they wouldn't have sent you to school because they would have said, okay, you've said you want to get married, fine, go and get married. But here you are just because you feel you've got the freedom.
And they've
You
made
go
an
to
effort.
school, yes. You
They
go
give
to
you.
school, they take you to school, and here you are. You end up getting involving yourself in a relationship where your parents don't even know that you're staying together with a man or a woman, and you're sharing a room, you're sharing clothes, what? Because we've seen
It's a
women,
lot of
they
things.
are wearing maybe
Hey, I'm putting
no,
on my babe's
like
shirt.
okay, yeah, with the shirts it's okay. Like some we've seen they've gone to an extent of wearing their underpants.
Huh?
Like
For your boyfriend, you're putting
yeah,
it.
someone will be like, no, this is for my boyfriend, and you're like,
I
oh,
don't
okay, that's
think that's
another thing.
okay.
So that's one thing, cause it's a shame for most parents.
Yeah, the shame to the parents, the people out there. In looking at the parents, the way they view us when we're in school. Outside there, they are saying my child has gone to school, looking forward, like pushing the family to another level. And so, which is very bad when they see that we are being engaged in these issues.
Yes, because it also brings in the situation of society's expectation. Here are your parents bragging about you, the child, to say, hey, my parents are, my child has done this, my child has done that. So you find to say, as they brag, society wants to see that child. Now, here is this one child who's married where
Okay,
they
Madam
are.
Catherine, we can take the load.
Yeah, it's a lot actually. We take as a whole lot.
Okay, Mr. Chinyamba, what's your point of view over same marriages?
uh, Thank you. So for me, I would say I think it's pointless. Huh? You know, they say trust the process. Yeah. So if you are focused automatically, so why should you engage yourself into same marriages? So all that it has own right timing. So for me, I would say it's pointless actually,
It's
Mary. Cause
pointless
yeah,
being in
cause yeah,
same marriage.
exactly. Cause you just need for the right time. You know, if you need to get married, then work hard, get your papers, then you can do
As
anything
they say,
Yeah.
automatically.
you rush, you
You know,
crash.
yeah. So why should you now put the pressure on your parents? So automatically, it's just pointless, Mary.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a nice point. Madam Catherine, what's your advice to those people who want to engage themselves in same marriages or those who are planning to be in same marriages?
Well, so my advice is first to those who are trying to be in a semester marriage. I would say they should wait for their time because time has its own cost. So they shouldn't rush. It's a step at a time. So as they rush, they don't know the challenges that are there. So that's why it's good they inquire. Then to those who are in semester marriages, I would advise them to say they stick to each other because it wouldn't look nice to society. Today you're together, tomorrow you break up because you said no, it was just contract. We're just together because we're in
They're
school and
even contracts. It's
everything.
more like a contract,
Yeah,
right?
mostly they call them a contract relationship.
Like
So
a short term.
A short term.
yeah, so yeah, that would be my advice to them because at least they have to settle down together. They've already started this process, so they should continue the process and they shouldn't end it on the road.
All right, that's interesting. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of this show. I guess you've learned a lot what same marriages is, challenges that are being faced, and a lot of things. I hope you're going to